Hey, what's up guys? This is Taylor Horton, and this is your free video for Friday, April 1st. So just like that, another month is behind us. But heading into April here, I want to share with you a few of my better ideas, and we can start off here with energy. So right now I'm working two different watch lists. I got one watch list of some good-looking daily squeezes that are trading at the 21 EMA. In plain English, things we can take action on now, and then I have a second watch list full of things that look really good, but they're a little bit extended, so we'd rather buy them on a pullback. I'll show you a little bit of both here. So in terms of an actionable idea, I still think energy is one of the better looking trends in the market. Probably the best looking trend. Frankly, brand new daily squeeze. We got the weekly and the daily stacked EMAs, so there's weekly trend and structure. In the favor of the bulls, there's the daily trend and structure, and there's your weekly and your daily momentum. Now, y'all know I am a squeeze fanatic, so check this out. Some good stuff here. In addition to the daily squeeze, we're printing 4-hour, 2-hour, 60-minute, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute squeezes, so it's a squeeze fest. And if we take what we know about the squeeze, no pun intended, it's a build-up of energy. That's kind of phase one. So right now, the daily chart, the 4-hour all the way down to the 5-minute, they're building up energy. What we're looking for now is the release of that energy as one by one these squeezes fire. Given the overall uptrend in the buy signals, for now, my bias would be that they fire to the upside. So in terms of energy, right, you got the good structure here and a whole bunch of squeezes. Then you have a name like EOG, same daily structure. You got the same green lights, and we have a 3-day daily 4-hour squeezing all the way down to a 5-minute. Same thing here for Devon, DVN. Beautiful daily squeeze accompanied by, come on now, bear with me, accompanied by 3-day down to the 5-minute. Maybe you like FANG, F-A-N-G. Weekly down to the 30-minute squeeze. So I still like energy here, and I think given the context of the overall uptrend, for now, I would, next week and just heading into April, be looking for these squeezes to fire to the upside. So keep a close eye on energy. And then one name that we did, we've done a little bit of trading here in the last few weeks, is Altria MO. So a lot of the same. You have a brand new daily squeeze. Well, not a brand new daily squeeze. There's a daily squeeze. We have a few of our buy signals here. Weekly stacked EMAs, daily stacked EMAs, couple green 10x bars. But in addition to your daily squeeze, you got a 4-hour, 2-hour, and a 30-minute. And I really like these 4-hour squeezes, especially when they're in a daily squeeze. You check out the previous push that it made into 54 and change, which right now that's basically our target. That move is triggered by a 4-hour squeeze firing long. So good structure to the daily. In terms of the momentum here, a little bit early. But here's what you want to watch for. You want to see a few yellow bars on the 4-hour histogram. Then you're going to look for that light blue bar. By the time you got that light blue, we should be pushing back up towards 54. So we've had a little bit of fun here. In the options room, we're going for the 3-peat. We bought some calls back here. We flipped them on that pop. We bought them again on the dip. We flipped them out again. We're going for the 3-peat here. And we got a few debit spreads on this in my mastery as well. So I think Altria is pretty solid. And then one more for you guys here in terms of something you could work with next week is Mosaic. I think one of the better looking recent uptrends out there. We got all the green lights over here. So whole lot to like and a whole lot to work with. We have the buy signals, and in terms of squeezes here, daily, 4-hour, and 2-hour. Now check this out. If you look at this recent trend, a lot of these pushes get triggered by that 4-hour squeeze. So you had the push back here, late February, consolidation, 4-hour squeeze, mid-March, fires to the upside, consolidation. At some point here, and it might come in a little bit more, but what I would look out for is at some point, 4-hour squeeze starts to shape up, histogram goes positive, you get some green 10x bars. Eventually, I think as long as you're above the daily 21, you're going to look for that 4-hour squeeze to fire and take you into 70 to 72 bucks. So there's a few names, guys, I think, just based on the current positioning, they're not extended. They're at or near the 21. I think given the structure, given the buy signals and the momentum, could be some opportunity there early next week. Now, in terms of, where are a few great looking trends that I would like to buy on a pullback? Well, for starters here, I think you got to like UNG right now. Natural gas. Whole bunch of buy signals. Whole bunch of green lights. And if we could get lucky enough to get a good flush here, we got a brand new weekly squeeze firing long. So like anything else out there, weekly squeeze fires, that could give you 5 to 8 weeks of momentum. I wouldn't chase it up here at 2 ATR, but given the structure, I think that's a great candidate for a buy the dip opportunity. So we are going to be all over UNG here. And then a few more for you. We do like CCJ, which is a uranium play. As of late, a good looking trend. Now we're starting to print the buy signals. Everything checks out up here. I don't think you have to force the issue, up here at 30 bucks, and it might work. So keep in mind, just because something's extended doesn't mean it's not going to trade higher. But the game plan that I would work is be patient, sit on your pause, and if you get that flush back down towards 28, then I think you work an entry. So we got some CCJ, we got some UNG, and then one more spot for you guys is going to be gold. Now, earlier, in the month, gold was on the buy the dip watch list, and we got the dip. But I want to show you this just in terms of, some advice that I hope you find helpful. One big question I'm getting right now is, did the market put in a bottom? Is everything peachy here? And it's time for us to start buying the dip everywhere. And I don't think so. Not by any stretch, actually. Here's what I think you want to focus on. If you're looking to buy the dip, what is that dip taking place into? You're buying the dip in an uptrend where you're pulling back to key support. You have buy signals. You got stacked EMAs. Does it look like energy? Because in my book, buying the dip on energy, it makes total sense. You're buying a dip into a bullish uptrend. Buying the dip in natural gas, I would love nothing more. Believe me. Because you're pulling back into bullish momentum, bullish structure. So here's the thing. If you look at the S&P 500 right now, based on my standards, I'm not going to rush to buy the dip here. I don't have buy signals. I don't have stacked EMAs. There's a lot to be desired. Same thing goes to the QQQ. If the Qs had stacked EMAs, if they had buy signals, then I'm all about jumping in down here. But we don't. So I got to be a little bit patient. Then you look at, say, the financial sector. Well, here's your pullback. I don't think you'd do anything with it. There's a sell signal, so we'll keep it simple. You got a sell signal. Things aren't looking too bullish. Here's your semiconductor sector with a sell signal. Here's AMD. So the point being is when we're looking to go buy the dip, what are we dipping into? Are we dipping into support in the context of a bullish trend? Or for something like AMD, are you pulling back into a structure that, from a bullish perspective, definitely leaves a lot to be desired? So in terms of gold here, when you got that flush a few weeks ago, I think that's a flush into some good structure. Stacked EMAs, got some green 10x bars, got some buy signals, but more importantly, I think, top of the great looking weekly chart, you're pulling back here into this monthly squeeze. Now, I don't want to sell you on the idea, that this monthly squeeze is going to fire at all, but more importantly, I don't want to sell you on the idea that it's going to fire anytime soon. However, trading above the monthly 21, then the histogram starts to shift. It's a lot like back here. It can take a while, but as long as you hold structure, it is gearing up for what I think could be a pretty big move. Think of last year's market, 2021, 2020. Well, guess what? The S&Ps, the QQQ, pretty much everything fired monthly squeezes to the upside. So in terms of gold here, you're pulling back into a good-looking monthly squeeze. You're pulling back into good-looking weekly structure. You got buy signals. I think you got a lot to like here in GLD. And then one more thing, guys, as I run my scans, a lot of times there's a theme. So when I'm looking for the best trends, I'm looking for bullish opportunity. Pretty much right now, it's all energy. It's all agriculture. So we picked up some calls on DBA today. It's energy, it's commodities, right? It's things like GLD, it's things like Franco-Nevada. You got GDX, NEM. So for now, it's not the semiconductors. It's not big tech. It's mainly energy, commodities, gold, and then I think if you want to add on to that list, healthcare is looking pretty good. We're back above the moving averages. We've got some green lights over here. So energy in a name like UNH, well, with the green lights and the buy signals, you might want to have that on your watch list. But that is what I've got for you guys here. Hope you had a good week. I wish you all the best of luck here in the month of April, and I'm sure we'll be talking soon. Until then, if you haven't already, go on ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll talk to you in the next video.
What's up, traders? This is Taylor from Simpler Trading. I wanted to thank you for watching our video, and if you liked the video, go on ahead and comment down below, hit that like button, and make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon to get a notification anytime we upload our next video. And of course, if you want to watch us trade live in real time with our own money, check us out at simplertrading.com. Until then, trade safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.